Hey friends, today I'm planning in my Classic Vertical Planner for the week of March 24th through the 30th. And since this is the first full week of spring, I thought I would do something fun with some florals and maybe use a couple of these girls out of this Love Every Season sticker book from the Happy Planner. So I pulled out quite a few different sticker books. So I have this one. I have Pastimes, Made to Bloom, and Fresh Bouquet. And then I have my Shapes in Boxes from Planything and my Rainbow Collection from RongRong and some different Planything washi tape. So quite a few stickers to pull from because I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. And I wanted to incorporate some different stickers. So let's go ahead and pull the pages off. And I think I'm going to start with this sticker book. So this is like a seasonal sticker book, and we have these spring stickers here. So I really like this one here with the girl watering the flowers. And we have these as well. So I'm thinking about possibly using this girl and this girl and putting one up here and one down here and sort of making the flowers look like they're flowing up the page to this girl. So I think that's my idea. So I want to start with the big stickers first. So I think I'm going to add her right in this corner. And I really would like to cover up these lines, but there are a lot of lines there. All right. I'm not going to let her touch. Yeah, I think that's okay, because I think I can kind of cover up where it tore. So let's give that a second to dry. And I need to decide if I want to put some washi tape down. I'm kind of feeling like maybe some green. See, I've got some of my spring washi and this cute little fox that my mom crocheted for me. So I do have this one. I also have this one with the tulips, but I think I have enough of flowers. So maybe I'll use this one here at the bottom to look like grass. And I think this came from the Plants and Florals seasonal book. So I'm going to put that at the very bottom here. Just going to bring it out some and just trim this little extra off here. There we go. Now let's lay her on top. I'll make sure that little part is kind of covered up. I'm going to trim just a little bit of her off. And then let's cover up this line here. I think my gel pen is dying. And let's get this line as well. All right, there we go. Okay, I like the added washi at the bottom that kind of resembles grass. I'm very much like need to balance things out, so I don't want my girl to look like she's just floating on the page, kind of. All right, so we have her there, and let's put the other girl up here, maybe. But I'm not sure. She might be too tall. Let's take her off and see. I don't have a whole lot going on this week other than Thursday. So I'm not too worried about taking up too much space. So I think if I add her here, She's pretty tall though. If I add her here, we can bring the flowers kind of floating up to her. So maybe I bring her down here. I think that'll work. Because if I put her kind of here, she's most definitely going to look like she's floating. So let's just anchor her. Sorry about my hair. Let's add a little bit of this green washi here. All right, and then I'm going to put her on the Sunday. So we need to white out this line here. I think this is the longest part sometimes. Besides trying to figure out what you want to use each week is actually like whiting out these darker lines if you don't want them to show through on your sticker. All right, so I'm going to add her there. So let's take a look at this as a whole and see. I think that looks cute. All right, let's lay her down, and then we're going to add some of the flowers kind of coming up. Looks like the wind picked them up. The reason I chose a bunch of these sticker books is because they have smaller little florals in them, and I want a bunch of different types of flowers. All right, so I'm going to grab 2 of those. And let's see if there's any other in here. So I kind of want to stick to clear stickers. Although paper, I wouldn't have to white out the lines as much. But I think I want to kind of stick, instead of mixing paper and clear. Let's just take one of those. And like these little ones here are perfect. Just going to use my hand as a placeholder. All right, so that's a few out of that sticker book. And I've got a silicone mat, so I'm just going to lightly sit them on my mat. I should have pulled out a piece of wax paper, but I didn't. All right, this is the Fun Fleurs. I think I'm saying that right. Oh, we've got some daisies. Let's grab... Oh, there's a little daisy. Oh, no, that's attached. All right, there's a daisy. Let's see, do we have another daisy that's not attached? There we go. There's some paper daisies. All right, so that's all out of this one. All right, this one is Made to Bloom. All right, those are paper. I hope there's some clear. These are really big. Oh, here we go. Here's some smaller clear. I want all different types, even some with the leaves. So let's grab these 2 blue ones. I think I can make those work. And here's a little cluster of purple. We could make that work. And let's grab this little cluster of the white daisies so we can have more than one cluster. We could add some of the leaves in as well. All right, let's flip through the Pastimes sticker book, and I think we're going to have enough. So we've got some more clusters, but I could cut these apart if I needed to. Oh, here we go. We have some of these. Okay. Let's grab some different shapes. Start with that. Then we'll do a larger one. Let's do a navy. And I don't think I'm going to worry about whiting out the lines. All right, let's bring in one of the clusters here. We'll do one like this, and I don't have to trim any of the places, any of the rings. I'm struggling to get stickers out of this sticker book. And I bring in like this. Oh, that is a 2. I want to trim this one. Let's do, I wanted to do one of these, but I want to trim these 2 so they're separate. Just going to take my non-stick scissors and trim this. All right, so then let's add this one here, and then I'm going to trim this one so I have it ready. And I just want to make sure they have nice rounded edges. All right, let's bring in one of the daisies. I'm going to kind of go down and then we'll come back up. Let's do one of these blue ones again so we can kind of change sizes. Let's bring in another cluster. And so we'll bring in one of these and then one of these. And then I have one white one here left. So let's bring this one here. Oh, I don't want white on white. So let's bring this one here and we'll put this one here. Okay. Okay, that's really cute with the flowers going. And so I used a sticker from every one of these sticker books. And I just like the variety of the stickers. And I think I'm going to use a small quote instead of the large ones out of here. So I don't have a lot of stickers left. I need to open my new one. That looks a little bright, but I think I could get away with this. And don't really need an orange. Could use a yellow. Yeah, I think it's time to open my other box of these stickers. So do we have any greens? They're all small. I have the navy blue. Let's see, do I have a blue? Let's grab one of these, even though it's smaller. Let's grab one of those. And I do have purple, but only have small purple. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use 2 of these bigger boxes, but we're going to grab one of these purple boxes. All right, so I do know I've got something going on Thursday, so maybe we'll add one of the purple boxes here on Thursday. And then we'll do this other larger one here on Monday. All right, and then I have these 2. I definitely want to add the blue in for sure. This pink, yeah, the pink would work. All right, so let's do... We've got this pretty pink here. So let's grab one of these. And let's do the pretty pink one here. And maybe we'll layer this pink one over here. And then we'll do Maybe this blue one here. All right. Now I'm going to grab I think I'm going to grab my pink, and we're going to do some bullet points around. So since we have this large box, I'm going to skip Monday, and we're going to do a couple on the other days. And I normally don't like doing them back to back, so we're going to skip. We're going to skip Thursday. We'll put some here on Friday, and we'll put some here on Saturday. All right, and now lastly, let's add in a couple of those quotes, and I think this is done. So these are going to be longer quotes. I definitely like this pink one here. And I like this one that says, allow yourself room to grow. I also like that progress, not perfection. See good in all things. Hustle with your heart. Happy plans. We could bring in one of the green ones as well. So let's do maybe one down here with the girl, kind of laying it across this cluster here. And then let's bring one of the smaller ones. We've got don't give up. Yeah, I like that one. Let's bring this one. Because this one is a little long, so I'm going to do this don't give up here. Even though it kind of blends in, you can still see it. And then we have this allow yourself room to grow. So where would we want to put that one? Or do we want to put the bigger one there? I think we could put the bigger one here. Because we could cut this off. Let's cut a little bit of this extra off. There we go. Still blends in a little bit, but... And then let's do this don't give up on this single box down here. And again, I'm going to cut some of that extra off the one side. Make it a little smaller of a quote. And we're going to layer this here. That's a good thing to remember, not to give up. Okay, I think this is done. I'm not going to worry about adding any of this other washi because there's a lot going on the page, and we ended up adding this one. I don't normally do a lot with this sidebar, so I'm just going to leave that one alone for now. I didn't see any like large quotes that was just a standalone quote. We could add one of these boxes, but I think I'm going to leave that alone because it's a lot going on the page for this week. So thanks guys for stopping by and planning with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will link Planything and RongRong in the description box below, and Happy Planner as well. Most of those stickers that you've seen me use today, I got on the big Happy Planner sale, which I don't think is going on anymore, but you can head over and check out what sales they do have and what items they have still available on clearance. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye.